Cass woke to the sound of his alarm, but he truly didn't feel like getting up. He glanced up at the picture on his nightstand, the one of him and June smiling in front of the famed Christmas tree at the Rockefeller Center, and sighed deeply. It had been 10 long years since he lost her to cancer, but he still missed her every day. He wondered if he would ever find someone to love again, or if he was doomed to live alone in his New York apartment. He forced himself to get out of bed and take a shower, put on some clothes, and looked at himself in the mirror. He was still young, still handsome, still full of life. He decided that tonight he would go out and try to have some fun. He had nothing to lose. Cass grabbed his coat and keys and headed out the door, playfully calling out to his house cat Jonesy, saying, "And you little cat, you're staying here." Cass walked through the city, feeling the energy and excitement of the night. He took in the bright lights, listened to the music and laughter, and smelled the street food. He felt a surge of optimism, thinking that maybe this was his night. The city was alive and something felt right. walking through Soho, he was stopped in his tracks and had to double take. He saw a tall girl with long blonde hair and blue eyes just like June. He felt a terrible pang of pain in his heart. Was this some form of a sign? Was this really the time to shake off the past, cast aside the trauma, and move on? He took a deep breath and shook it all out. He looked again, but she was gone. Was she even real? Cass continued walking until he reached a street corner where a group of rappers were performing for money. They had a boombox and a microphone, and they were spitting rhymes with skill and passion. He liked their style and their conscious message, calling out the fakers. He threw some coins into their hat. They thanked him and gave him a shout out, making him feel welcome and appreciated. He nodded and smiled, feeling a connection with them that warmed his soul.
Stimulate your mind, assimilate your vibe. Call it Assimilate your vibe, calling out the fakers. Keep free your mind.
He decided to have a drink in a trendy nearby bar, hoping to find some company. Security, usually fussy about the clientele, welcomed him in. He felt good about himself, the best he'd felt for years, and he was going to roll with it. The first espresso martini went down so well, soon another, then another. "Calm down, Cass," he said to himself, reeling from the strength of the alcohol. All of a sudden, he felt lost in the crowd, like he just didn't belong. He ordered some water and threw the bartender a tip on his exit. It was time to get some fresh air and a new perspective. Downtown, he found a club that was playing techno music on an incredible system with an unbelievable lighting rig. He liked the beat and the vibe, so he entered the room and joined the crowd on the dance floor. Cass felt the rhythm totally take over his body and began moving with style and grace. The crowd were absolutely as one. The mood was utterly elevated. Cass enjoyed the Detroit vibe, but felt like he needed something with more of a bounce and a groove. He moved to another room in the club where they were playing two-step garage, smooth and soulful. He loved the crowd and loved the music, feeling truly positive in a way that he simply hadn't since June's death. Perhaps this was going to be a good night after all. Moving to another room in the club, he was drawn to an incredible DJ from West London playing broken beats, funky and experimental. He saw a girl, an incredible dancer, moving with flair and finesse. She had short black hair and brown eyes, wearing a red dress that hugged her curves. He felt a connection with her. So he approached and asked her name. "I'm Joy," she said. Cass asked her to dance. She agreed, and they began to move in unison, feeling each other's energy. The DJ switched to a fast and furious drum and bass track. The couple kept dancing, matching each other's speed and intensity. They were in sync, like they had known each other for years. They looked into each other's eyes, feeling a spark of attraction. They decided to leave the club and go for a walk, wanting to get to know each other better. They walked through the festive city streets, talking and laughing. New York always looks beautiful at Christmas time. Cass and Joy found that they had a lot in common. They both loved similar music, art, movies, and books. They also had different experiences. She was from London, he was from New York. She was a dancer, he was a writer. She was adventurous, he was cautious. They complemented each other well. She brought out his wild side, he brought out her soft side. They passed by a beautiful cathedral that was open for visitors, a choir audible from the outside that sparked curiosity. He asked her if they could go in for a moment, cautiously explaining that he wanted to light a candle for someone he'd lost to cancer 10 years ago. She said yes and cautiously inquired with a question. Was this a girlfriend he had loved and lost? Cass was taken by surprise by this, but something told him it was okay to let her know. Joy warmly understood that he needed closure. She respected his past, she supported his present, she hoped for his future. They entered the cathedral and found an altar with candles. He took one and lit it from another one that was already burning. He placed it on the altar and said a silent prayer for June, thanking her for their time together, apologizing for any mistakes he made, and wished her peace and happiness. He asked her for permission to move on with his life. He turned to Joy, who was waiting for him patiently. She smiled at him warmly, took his hand gently, and kissed him softly. She told him it was okay, that she was there for him. two left the cathedral and continued their walk. They reached another club that was playing deep house music, smooth and sensual. Joy told him she was interested in him, that she felt a strong connection and wanted to see where it would go. He told her he felt the same way and that he was ready to give love another chance. They entered the club and joined the crowd on the dance floor. Cass and Joy danced to the deep house sound, feeling the groove and the mood. They moved closer to each other, enjoying the heat and one another's touch. They kissed again, feeling the passion and the desire. They moved to another room in the club upstairs. This was a more upbeat, optimistic soundtrack to the evening, a disco-influenced vibe. They danced again, feeling the spirit and the fun. They laughed and joked, hugged and embraced, feeling comfort in each other's arms.
The way you touch me.
As the night went on and dawn approached, they danced to the last song, a soulful house joint called In the Nighttime that reflected on the mysteries of life at night. They sang along to the lyrics, feeling the meaning and the message. This had been an incredible night for both of them, and as the lights came on, they saw each other clearly for the first time. It was a truly magical moment. Cass and Joy left the club together and headed back to his apartment. They had spent a night together, full of music and dance, full of conversation and connection, full of romance and love. Cass showed Joy the picture of June, and she commented on how beautiful she was, how she would be happy knowing someone else would be caring for Cass. Cass took the photo and put it into a box of keepsakes he had in a cupboard. Cass and Joy lay in each other's arms, exhausted and ready for their adventures to truly begin the following day.